$7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico.
Early in the morning, they went to the table with the black robe, the black shield, and they pulled out the vote.
Look, talk about education. I propose that what we take is those very poor schools, the Title I schools, triple the amount of money we spend from $15 to $45 billion a year. Give every single teacher a raise to the equal raise of getting out of the $60,000 level. Number two, make sure that we bring in to help the student, the teachers deal with the problems that come from home. The problems that come from home, we have one school psychologist for every 1,500 kids in America today. It's crazy. The teachers are, and I'm married to a teacher. My deceased wife is a teacher. They have every problem coming to them. We have to make sure that every single child does in fact have 3, 4, and 5-year-olds go to school, not daycare, school. We bring social workers into homes and parents to help them deal with how to raise their children. It's not that they don't want to help. They don't know quite what to do. Play the radio, make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night, the phone, make sure the kids hear word. A kid coming from a very poor school. And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn, blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
$7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp. I don't wear masks like him. Every time you see him, he's got a mask. He could be speaking 200 feet away from it. He shows up with the biggest mask. Shows up with the biggest mask. The biggest mask I've ever seen. The biggest mask I've ever seen. The biggest mask I've ever. The biggest mask I've ever seen. Biggest mask I've ever. Biggest mask I've ever seen.
No, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
You're dying. That's true, and it is what it is. Dying. That's true, and you're dying. That's true. That's true. That's true, and it is what it is.
I am not up to the job, and I mean that sincerely. It's not like whoa.
Why you
Why attack Sanders?
Why? Oh, you're getting nervous, man. Just calm down. It's okay.
And then they have cans of soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup from my family. They're so innocent. This is soup from my family.
Created Pokemon Go, but I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
Hello, users, and welcome to another episodic episode. It's an episodic of the Above It All program. We have programmed the program for today to bring about the best possible programming experience. We are going to experience the program today. So we've got a show lined up for y'all. And, well, actually, we means me, because this is a one-person show. I have no editors. You know, you see a lot of these so-called YouTubers. You know, the face of the YouTube channel is different from who's actually doing all the work, right? You ever meet these oh, I've got an editor for my channel. Yes, I do. Like, oh, really? Okay, so it's not your channel. But anyway, so no editors here, no producers. This is a single-person program, and it's staying that way until the day that I die. So, anyway, we got a show going on, a program, y'all. We have programmed today, well, I have, once again, programmed today's program to be chock full of programming experience. I am a professional programmer. So, I've been looking into the merchandising thing. I was having a couple conversations with a couple of folks. So, the merchandise thing may happen at some point. So, just leaving that out there. If anyone has, like, you know, if I could get, like, a list of people that would give me money for merchandising, that would be great. But you know, I'm looking into it. I've begun the process of looking into it. All right, so we got a show going on, y'all. It's here. It's happening. It's here. I don't even know what else. Cooking with the Bitch has returned. Well, actually, not yet. It hasn't returned yet because it's going to return in 78 minutes. 78 minutes. Cooking with the Bitch Season 3 is here. Folks, we're going to be making some, and by we, I mean me, we are going to be making seitan. Does anyone know what seitan is? What does my shirt say? That's what my shirt says. Seitan. We're going to be making some seitan, and by we, I mean me, on the program today. This premieres in 77 minutes. August 3rd, 11:30 a.m. Making some seitan. So, if anyone is interested in seitan, or they don't know what it is, check out the video. This is seitan. Folks, I'm teaching you how to feed yourself. A lot of people, the default in this country, people don't know how to feed themselves. They're so fucking broken that they can't even eat food. Like that, like the most fundamental part of being alive on this planet. And most people in this country, I don't know. I don't know. Food? Like, they just have no idea because they're dumb motherfuckers. They're just stupid. But anyway, I'm teaching the dummies. I posted a teaser trailer, a little teaser on the YouTube shorts yesterday. I want to use more, like, YouTube shorts. I want to do that more often. But the problem with YouTube shorts is you have to do it from your phone. As far as I can tell, there is no way to do it on PC. It should be. You should just be able to, like, you know, have the same editor on the computer. To my understanding, there is no way to do this shit on the computer, so I have to do YouTube shorts. I have to, like, make a video, and then I have to, like, transfer the video to my phone. And that it's just stupid fucking garbage. I don't know what the hell YouTube's doing. But anyway, Cooking with the Bitch, Season 3, coming up at 11:30, right after this program. And so, you know, I appreciate people for, you know, there was a break. I broke. Whoa. Did a little bit of a break for this, and it is worth it. I've got a couple of great videos coming up. But anyway, there you go. I recorded this episode like 2-3 weeks ago. So factor that in. But we got Bodan in the chat. Let's go, Bodan. I agree. Bodan is here, everybody. And I got some lime seltzer. Lime seltzer. Y'all, today we got so many cool things going on. Gonna be playing some Doom at 1 p.m. Bringing some Scythe. Does anyone know Scythe? It's a classic. Goddamn Scythe. Anyway, be playing some Doom at 1 p.m. Come and join me. Shouldn't take too long. Maybe an hour. Possibly. Who knows? And YouTube shorted one of my old clips. It was in the phone style skinny and tall format, though. It was made on PC. Well, how do you make a video on PC with the phone skinny format? That's not a thing. Like, you can, like, crop it and, like, edit it and render it with, like, a program, but that's a fuckload. That's a way more work than just doing it on your phone, right? The phone does it all automatically. Like, I'm not gonna fucking sit here and go like, Max, what the hell are you doing? I'm not gonna sit here and go like, just crop the aspect ratio. It's just so fucking stupid. But I've seen a lot of pretty good GZ Doom games. Yeah, this has been a new phenomenon over the last couple of years. A lot of people have made GZ Doom games. I would love to do that. At some point, I would love to make a video game. You know, I've been behind the scenes. I've been trying to gain some skill in this world, but it will probably be several years until I'm able to pull that off. But one of these days, I'll make a video game, and it will be really good. So, but anyway, we got a show going on today. We're gonna be doing a news show. Today, there's a news show. To be done, and I gotta do it. This is, you know, it's happening. Anyway, let's drink some coffee. All right. Oh! I know that, Bodan. I'm aware of what the what your pronunciation is. Anyway, eating processed foods is hurting your brain, study says. Even 2 cookies can affect your health. Well, first of all, file this under the category of no shit, jackass. Second of all, how many people, raise your hand in the chat, how many people eat processed food on a daily basis? At least 6 out of 7 days of the week. Now, I doubt anyone who's eating 6 out of 7 of the week has like a day where they don't eat processed foods, right? Typically, if it's that. But, you know, I'm trying to, you know, leave you a little room. How many people here eat processed food? What's processed food, you ask? Well, I'll answer that question. Although it's obvious that a diet of hot dogs and ice cream won't lead to a healthy physical life, new research illuminates how ultra-processed foods can also cause a significant decrease in brain function. Now, again, this is something I've said many times. I used to eat like a garbage disposal. I used to eat fast food and ice cream pretty much, you know, from when I was like 6 or 7 years old all the way up until like, I don't know, like a couple years ago, really, like 3 years ago. For like not even like 2 years ago, really. And so I can assure you, just from my own personal experience, I can assure you that brain fog, you might not know that you have brain fog if you've had brain fog your entire life, right? So I want you to understand this. If you can go a month, 2 months without eating processed food on a daily basis, now every once in a while, like once or twice a week, you know, you pop a cookie in, you know, you eat something that's not that great, you know, every once, that's fine. But if you can go 5 to 6 days a week eating no processed foods, I guarantee you, you will be happier. I understand you might not understand what that means, right? You will be happier, right? You, like, again, people are used to like a lingering kind of depression. People are used to like, you know, brain fog, and so it doesn't feel like it's brain fog if that's your default. So I just want to be very clear, like, the reason why I do my cooking show is because I can sit here and talk about all of these fucking studies and stuff, and I will continue to do that. But also, you know, a lot of people, yelling at them isn't the only thing. You got to show them how to do it. And I myself have recently, over the last couple of years, gotten a lot better at cooking, gotten a lot better at understanding how food works in the body. And again, I just, like, again, like, your brain, you don't, like, there's no soul, okay? Like I know some people might get triggered. There's no soul that's independent of your body, right? Your brain is not like a functional, like, you know, like otherworldly dimensional being, like interacting with your physical form, right? Your brain is a part of your body. And when your body is suffering, your brain suffers, right? And again, if your brain is suffering for an extended period of time, you'll think it's normal because it is normal. But again, you can be, the best way in my experience to combat depression is to have a healthy diet, right? It just goes a long way. Anyway, I've done that a little bit. Let's read the article. Research presented Monday at the Alzheimer's Association International Conference in San Diego outlined how foods such as instant noodles, sugary drinks, and frozen meals all play a factor in a faster rate of cognitive decline. Again, what is one of the best ways to combat cognitive decline? Physical exercise, mental stimulation, and a healthy diet. The sooner you start, the longer your brain's going to be functioning. It's that simple. You ever meet someone in their 50s that's got like, what day is it? Who's the president right now? Is it goddamn Jimmy Carter? You ever meet these motherfuckers? Because I have met a couple of them. They're in their 50s and they don't know like what year it is. It's sad, honestly. It's sad. It's no secret that physical and mental cognitive health are intimately involved with each other, and it's no surprise that this latest research suggests brain impairment too, said Rafael Perez Escamilla, of a professor of public health at Yale University. Just 100 calories. Again, I implore everyone to abolish calories. There is no actual benefit of counting calories. Counting calories just makes you stressed. It makes you micromanage your food in bad ways. It makes you cut corners in bad ways. You need to kill the calories in your head. There's no such thing as calories. They're made up. It's Looney Tunes. There are no calories. I want you to understand this. The only things that matter are macro and micronutrients. There are no such thing as calories. They don't matter. Because calories are billed as like, oh, it's the raw unit of energy for the body. Yeah, 1 can of Coca-Cola and 3 cookies is not giving you as much energy as a salad, okay? I'm just letting you know. So calories don't fucking matter. In fact, calories, right, actually entered mainstream consciousness because of soda companies. Soda companies, when marketing diet sodas, right, in lower calorie sodas, they would market them and say, oh, it's only 80 calories. Oh, it's whatever. You can afford 80 calories. Buy a Coca-Cola. You can afford it. It's only 80 calories. What? Max the dog is currently, he's having a great time. So anyway, kill the calories in your head. There's no such thing. I like, even just like with these so-called professionals, I need everyone to shut the fuck up about calories, okay? Low IQ stuff. That's 2 cookies, 100 calories. Research has linked ultra-processed food consumption to health problems like obesity, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and cancers. And now we are starting to realize they affect the mind. Now, we're not starting to realize that. That's a duh. I don't know what else to tell you. Right, that's a duh. I don't know. But anyway, like, I guess how they're starting to realize how it affects the mind, I guess would be a better way to phrase that. That's because they cause inflammation, which can affect neurotransmitters in the brain. Processed foods also operate on a micro level with billions and billions, Carl Sagan would be proud, of bacteria cells that impair functioning. New research linked processed foods to cognitive decline. Researchers presented the findings at the Alzheimer's Association International Conference from a study not yet peer-reviewed in Brazil that examined the diets and cognition of 10,000 middle-aged and older adults. The findings found that participants who would be getting 20% or more of their daily calories, again, there's no such thing as calories, shut the fuck up, from ultra-processed foods, saw a far faster decline in cognitive performance over the span of 6 to 10 years. Versus people with, why is it 6 spelled out but 10 isn't spelled out? They're both the same amount of letters. Anyway, with diets containing few processed food. What does that mean, 20%? Like, this idea, I hate calories. I hate calories. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Why? Because people go like, oh, I should be getting 2,000 calories a day. Oh, I'm going to have 40% of my calories come from sugary drinks. It's only 40%. Whoa, look at me. It's only 40% of my calories. Like, that's not a thing. Right? I will tell you this, right, from my own experience. Let's assume you follow this 2,000 calorie stupid fucking restriction, okay? It's made up. No one's body's actually, like, everyone's body is so different that there is no actual universal standard. It's made up. But let's assume, right, if you drink a Coca-Cola and then you eat less for dinner. Now, depending on what you're eating, let's assume you're having a salad. Right, you're having a fucking black bean and fucking spinach salad. You're chomping down on that fucking shit. Right, would you stop when you hit 200 calories? Stop eating the salad when you hit, I had the Coke, I gotta stop, I hit my calorie limit. It's actually better for you. If you had like 100 calories of cookies, right, and you eat an additional 100 calories over your so-called limit of salad, that is better for you than just stopping at 2,000 calories. Again, calories and percentages, they're just not a thing. That's not a thing, okay? I need you to understand. There is no percentage of calories. There are no calories. It's fucking made up by fucking soda companies and fast food companies. There are no such thing as calories, right? There is no percent. Oh, I'm drinking a soda. It's only 4% of my daily calories. That's not a thing, okay? It's not a thing. The only thing that matters is macronutrients and micronutrients, vitamins, minerals, etc. It is a robust study, and the evidence is very consistent with what has been observed with ultra-processed food over time. Processed foods require little preparation and are often easy to consume because they usually don't lead to feeling as full as when eating whole foods like fruit and vegetables, beans, potatoes, eggs, seafood, or meat. Perez, and a wide array of ultra-processed foods can be disguised or even promoted as healthy. You ever go to the grocery store and you see this fucking frozen food section? You know who, like, the Marie Calendar bullshit? Does anyone ever go there to the grocery store? You're looking through and you see Marie Calendar, light meals, healthy choice. You know that fucking brand, Healthy Choice? You know, healthy choice. Yeah, it's got 17 grams of added sugar in it, but it's a healthy choice. Why? There's a green bean in there. Boom, healthy. This fucking shit, man. Yeah, lean cuisine. What is it? Like the Hot Pocket one, like Lean Pockets or something. Oh, it's all right. I switched from Hot Pockets to Lean Pockets. Motherfucker, you are a drug addict. This is why I call fast food, I call processed food, I call sugar and meat, I call them drugs, because that's what they are. People need to understand they are drug addicts. Anything you put into a body, your body is a drug. Like this, for example, caffeine and coffee. Boom. But I know what that drug is. I'm aware of the benefits. I'm aware of the negatives, right? And I make that calculated decision. If you're eating meat on a daily basis, if you're eating sugary stuff on a daily basis, if you're eating frozen meals on a daily basis, you might not even understand that you are on drugs. You might not even understand that you need to go to rehab. You might not understand that you need to quit cold turkey. All right? And that's one of the problems with our country. That's one of the problems with our culture. And that's one of the things that I would like to fix. Like, again, imagine if people walking around every day were getting dosed with, like, fucking opiates. Imagine. And they just didn't know. That's basically the average American diet. Don't equate sugar and meat. Shut the fuck up, Don. Anyway, let's keep going. Previous studies on ultra blah, blah, blah. Previous studies on ultra-processed foods have indicated signs of cognitive decline before, namely with increased risk of dementia. A study published last week found that for every 10% increase in the daily intake of ultra-processed foods, people... what the fuck does ultra-processed even mean? Like, let's be honest, right? Like, processed versus ultra-processed. Like, is there really a distinction? Come on now. People in the UK had a 25% higher risk of developing dementia. Ultra-processed foods are a problem not just later in life, but starting at the beginning of life in the toddler. That's when kids develop a taste or preference for ultra-processed foods that determine future risk. Now again, for the rest of my life, I will be a food addict. Why? Because my stupid fucking mom and my stupid fucking dad, right? I was raised by single parents and they would juggle me back and forth, right? And they're fucking stupid, dumb motherfuckers, right? So one of the ways that they would compete for which parent would be my favorite was by feeding me fast food. When I was as young as 5 or 6 years old, I remember getting Burger King twice or thrice a week. You know, my dad would buy me fucking pizza and ice cream and, oh, I'm the better parent. Look at me. I'm going to give you a bunch of fucking drugs even though you're 7 years old. Right? Great fucking job. Great fucking job. But anyway, again, I need you people to understand that's one of the biggest fucking problems. They put high fructose corn syrup in baby formula. They put high fructose corn syrup in baby formula. I need you to understand this. I need you to know what this country is doing to the fucking children of this country. We are being born and raised on drugs. On drugs. Like, if you're fucking injecting heroin during your pregnancy, right, and let's say your child is born with a heroin addiction, people rightfully look at that and they go like, oh, that's fucked up, we'll take that kid away, right? But if you're feeding your kid high fructose corn syrup when they're 9 weeks old, that's fine. Oh, no, that's all good. What? 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 What is processed food? Processed foods are items with very few whole ingredients and often contain flavorings, colorings, or other additives. On the list would include bread, crackers, cookies, fried snacks, cream cheese, ice cream, candy, soda, and hot dogs. Frozen meals are also at the forefront of processed foods. Studies on the American diet reveal that 58% of calories are consumed via processed food in the United States, according to a 2016 peer-reviewed study. Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. So anyway, socioeconomic factors make it difficult. Percy Griffin, director of the Scientific Engagement for Alzheimer's Association, said in a statement that the latest study shows a correlation between processed foods and cognitive decline, not a direct cause, and that there are many considerations in consumption of processed foods, an increase in the availability and consumption of fast, processed, and ultra-processed, processed and ultra-processed. Like, come on now, that's just... Like, ultra-processed is a catch-all. You don't need to say processed and ultra-processed. You're just jerking yourself off at this point. Foods is due to a number of socioeconomic factors, including low access to healthy foods. That's another thing in this country, right? Remember Ronald Reagan's war on drugs? Just say no! Meanwhile, Ronald Reagan was putting crack dealers in the corners of every fucking street in predominantly black neighborhoods, right? That's what Ronald Reagan was doing with his time. Just say no! Meanwhile, Ronald Reagan, under his administration, started by Richard Nixon, of course, and didn't, Jimmy Carter didn't do fucking shit about it, exacerbated processed food in this country, made fast food ubiquitous with American culture. Remember that bullshit with the first McDonald's in the Soviet Union? Remember that shit? As if, like, all the ways of democracy are making it to the communists on the Soviet. Remember that fucking shit? Jeez, I don't, because I wasn't alive, but I read about it in a book, right? So again, I don't know, man. Like, I need you to understand, you are a drug addict. You are a drug addict. I'm a drug addict. We're all drug addicts because America forced us to be. But there's a difference between a drug addict who doesn't even know that they have a problem and a drug addict who can moderate and manage their addictions. And so I want everyone to be able to try their best to stop eating garbage. And once again, that's why I would like to advertise Cooking with the Bitch Season 3 premiering in 55 minutes. If you're watching the clip version of this, then it's already there and you can go check it out. But again, because complaining is one thing, but showing and educating is a completely different thing. So anyway, there you go. That's my 30-minute meat segment done. However long that was, I don't know. Anyway, meat and sugar are both bad for different reasons. Donald, I know you're under this like weird like, oh, alcohol's not that bad for me. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Yeah, it's got antioxidants, it's got like minerals, like when you drink the Monster energy drinks and they have like vitamin B12. They throw, we got taurine, and it's actually healthy for you. We got vitamins. Oh, yeah, it's got vitamins, bro. Right? Now, again, will eating meat cause you to live one additional day? Sure. But it does damage to your body over time. Like, if you don't know why humans are able to digest and process meat in their bodies, right? I would like to educate you. How did humans develop the ability to digest meat? Okay? Just curious. I've actually looked into this. And it turns out humans, in general, weren't that good at eating meat. I don't know if you've ever heard of evolution. But when humans left the forests, right, and started walking down the Great Plains of the fucking, African savanna, right, they would often find, right, that it's harder to get fruits and vegetables unless you're in a forest, right? There's not that much out there. But what was plentiful during the critical point in human evolution where humans developed the ability to eat meat was that there would be carcasses and dead animals all over the floors of the Great Plains of the savannas of Africa, right? And so what happened was people would just say, let's give it a shot. It's better than dying, right? But a lot of people developed poisoning, food poisoning, and died from eating internal organs, from eating the flesh of dead animals. Humans, the way that we developed the ability to digest and process meat was because we were scavengers. This was when we were too stupid to make tools to kill our own fucking animals, right? And so what we would do is we would follow packs of saber-toothed tigers, for example, and whatever they would leave, we would go there and lick the bones. So again, in that fashion, most humans at the time died. They died because their bodies could not process the meat. They would carry a disease with it and they wouldn't pass on those genes. The humans that were able to process the meat in order to live another day were able to procreate and pass that gene on. Meat is not good for you. I need you to understand, it's not good for you. It is an accident of evolution. We are not in a society where the only thing we can eat is fucking like bones, like flesh, like a little bit of flesh on the bone that's been sitting out for like 30 fucking minutes. All right, that's not the only thing available. We have cultivated agriculture. Okay, there's agriculture. I don't know if you fucking heard of it. Okay, you can drink a can of soda. That doesn't mean it's good for you. Just because you can drink a can of soda doesn't mean it's good for you. So, I mean, I'm just saying, like, this whole thing about meat is actually healthy. Wrong. Try to do a meat-only diet like Jordan Peterson. You'll end up in the hospital, motherfucker. Anyway, I didn't mean to yell at Donald specifically. I was yelling at everyone. Hello, Rocky. What's up? Rocky. I love Rocky movies. I want to watch all the Rocky movies. I'm planning on doing that. But anyways, when I say meat and sugar, are they identical? No, but they're two different kinds of drug addictions. Yeah, that's right. It's called confrontation. How many streamers are out there that would yell at their chat regulars? Some motherfucker watching my stream for 6 months. Fuck you! Fuck you, motherfucker! Bodan, I did that when I was visiting my family in New Jersey last year. I don't know if you've seen those episodes. I don't have like a good... See, the thing is, like, if I had a laptop or something, I would do that, but I don't have a laptop. If anyone wants to fundraise and give me like $800 for a laptop, then I'd do a fucking stream in the middle of the woods, you know? Fuck it. But like, moving my computer outside... The only reason I did that when I was visiting family was because, like, they have got, like, this outdoor porch thing going on. And, like, there's nowhere else to put my computer. So I had to put it up outside. But, you know, there you go. But it is a good idea. I would like to do that more. But I would need a more portable machine. Sly got a new show on Hulu. Is it good? You could do cocaine and lose weight. That's true. I asked that question, even though you don't remember, because of people like Andrea. What does that mean, people like Andrea? What does that mean? What the fuck? People. What is you people? How dare somebody tell me to take care of myself? I want to kill myself in the next 30 years, not die in 63 years from now at the ripe old age of 116. I'd rather die now. How dare you look out for me, you people? Ah! Hey! Woo! All right. I guess we should do some more news stories. I guess, right? Anyway. I don't hate anybody if they eat meat. I hate people that eat meat and then, like, will brag about it. You know those weirdos, like, yeah, that's right, I ate a cheeseburger yesterday? Like, okay. Like, that's like... You know, like, you have an addiction, right? Like, that's like, yeah, that's right, I was jerking off for 5 hours, and I've never had a girlfriend. Look at me, how cool I am. Like, oh, okay, dude, like, I don't know, like, that's a little weird. I don't know why you're, like, so enthusiastic about sharing your fucking, oh, yeah, I just injected 6, I don't know anything, but I just injected like 13 trillion heroines. I don't know anything about heroin, but you know, it's just weird. It's weird to brag about that. I don't know, man. Like, you ever, like, I hate those people. Those people are fucking freaks. You know what I mean? Like, oh, great, you're eating a cheeseburger. Are you okay? Like, if you make it yourself or something and you want to show like the art of you making food or whatever, like, that's one thing. Was like, hey everybody, just ate 13 double max. Like, it's like, you know, I don't know, man. Anyway, let's talk about the news. Folks, the goddamn squad, the squad. 2 squad members survived primary challenges. Now, the reason why I want to cover this, 1, because I love the squad. 2, Cori Bush won her primary with 69% of the vote. %. Do I even need to cover the rest of this? I don't even know. Reps Rashida Tlaib and Cori Bush, two progressive lawmakers who are members of the Squad, fended off primary challengers on Tuesday, making them favorites to win their third and second terms, respectively. Bush earned 69.5% of the vote in her primary, easily beating out Missouri State Sen. Steve Roberts, who garnered 26.6% of the vote. Roberts had run a more moderate campaign, saying Bush put publicity ahead of our constituents in the district, which includes St. Louis and nearby suburbs, and noting her votes against legislation like the bipartisan infrastructure bill. Motherfucker, if we wanted something bipartisan, we would vote for Republicans. Like, I don't know what, like, but again, not too bright. Also got 26% of the vote, so... For anyone who wondered if you can go to Congress as a single mom, nurse, pastor, politivist, and survivor, be your full self, vote your conscience, deliver for your community, and get reelected, St. Louis and I have our answer. Bush tweeted on Tuesday evening, shortly after the Associated Press called the race in her favor. Again, 69% of the vote. I don't know what to tell you. Like, 69%, that's legendary. That's a legendary. Who else has gotten 69% of the vote? I don't know. But maybe a couple people, not sure. In Michigan, Tlaib also easily won her primary against three major challengers. I love that. That again, notice the language. I need you to understand language is such like it's insidious is what the language thing is, right? Like people they just don't get it, right? They'll read stuff like major challenge. If you're getting 67% of the vote, that is a super majority. I got news for you. There are no major challengers. If they were major, it would have been like fucking 53 to like fucking 46 or something, you know? Like that's a major fucking challenge. Someone like three people fighting for 30% is not a major fucking challenge, okay? Like if anyone has major challenges, it's the author of this fucking article. Christ almighty. But anyway, garnering 66.5% of the vote, the AP called the race early Wednesday morning. She beat out Detroit City Clerk. I don't even care about learning these people's names. Oh, 18%, 10%, and 5%. Whoa, major challenges. Yeah, I mounted a major challenge against Rashida Tlaib. I got 4.9% of the vote. It was a major challenge. Huge win? Wait, what? What? I don't know, man. The two races were recent bright spots for progressives who have had a mixed track record in 2022. But in other elections held on Tuesday, progressive largely fell short. In a member-on-member primary on Michigan's 11th district, moderate rep Haley Stevens defeated Rep Andy Levin, who is backed by progressives including Senator Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren. And in Missouri's Democratic Senate primary, Lucas Kuntz, who was also backed by Sanders, lost the race to philanthropist. I love, that's their title, philanthropist. Again, language, okay? Language. Philanthropist, Trudy Bush Valentine. What are they? Any information? They're a philanthropist. Oh, really? Anyway, so that's good news and, you know, a little bit of bad news, but always look at any news anywhere with a skeptical eye, because language is a very big deal when it comes to news reporting. You know, it can shape your entire world view subconsciously if you don't even realize it. But anyway, there you go. Good news. 69% of the vote. There's nothing bad about that. I don't know what to tell you. Playing Digimon Tsg and watching Andrea is a morning ritual. That's great. Reminder, you can also watch in the afternoon and develop an afternoon ritual by watching the Doom stream. Going to be playing Scythe at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Anyone here love Scythe? I do. Check it out. Yeah, to me, like, eating meat is just disgusting. Like, one of the main reasons I became a vegetarian is because during the pandemic, like, I wanted to cook my own meals, and I could not cook meat. I just can't. Like, eating meat, like, in the form of, like, a cheeseburger at a restaurant or something, or, like, fast food, like, it's already processed, right? That's one thing. But like actually getting like raw chicken and like you know how like you have to touch I can't. I just can't. It's gross. It's disgusting. It's just fucking, it's so how do people actually cook meat? I really don't know. Like, how do you actually touch that shit and not like, like to me, like touching raw meat is as gross as like touching a bug. You know what I mean? Like, if I see a fly, I'm not gonna like pick up the fly in my fingers, right? And then like feel it up. Like, that's just gross, right? I don't, ugh. Christ almighty. And it just looks disgusting. Like, meat is only edible if it's got like a coating on it, like fried chicken or like chicken nuggets, right? Like fucking, like, who eats steak? Steak just looks like, why would anyone eat steak? Like, I never understood this. Like, it's there's no coating on it, so you're just looking at a slab of fucking flesh. It's disgusting. It's fucking gross. Like pork chops, ugh. Oh my god, it's so fucking tough and ugh. Bacon, I mean, bacon's got like that fucking, it's like a weird thing where it's like it does look kind of non-flesh-like, but it also really looks flesh-like when it's like raw. It's just gross. It's just gross. Like sausage, I can get down with sausage, right? Like they at least do something about it. It's the least healthy of the meats, but as an Italian American, I was raised on sausage more than any other meat. But Christ almighty. Oh. It's just all gross. It's just so gross. Clean the fish. I never ate fish. I've eaten fish like maybe twice in my entire life, including my childhood. I never like, it smells disgusting. Like it causes me to vomit in my mouth. Like even going into the grocery store and being next to like the seafood section, it really makes me want to kill myself. You know what I mean? You know, like you ever wonder, I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again because I think it's a funny observation. You know how like they have like the like animal like I don't know, it's some society or some shit that like will be on movie sets to make sure that there's no mistreatment of animals. You ever see this, like the Humane Society or whatever? Right, and then at the end of the movie it'll be like no animals were harmed during the production of this film. And then like at the studio in the back there's like, you know, like giant plates, buffets of like chicken nuggets and sausage and like lamb chops, and like in the movie like the characters are at Thanksgiving dinner eating a giant turkey. You ever see this shit? What the hell? Like, oh great, they didn't kick the pig that they used in the scene like for 14 seconds. That's great, they didn't kick the pig. Meanwhile, how many fucking animals were murdered during the production of that film? But like as a society, we just dumb motherfuckers. Like we're just dumb. Like as a collective society, we're just fucking stupid, fucking shit for brains morons. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's strange. You ever see like the behind the scenes shit at like movie studios, and they have these big like fucking buffet tables where they have like someone's job is to like serve all the actors and extras and the people. Like it's just fucking weird. It's fucking weird, man. All right. Let's talk more about some elections. Ugh. Frickin' Kansas, folks. Kansas voters spoke loudly on abortion. Trust women. Now politicians must listen. Got some, is that a haiku? Like, what is that? Kansas voters spoke loudly on abortion. Trust women. Now politicians must listen. Like, I don't know, man. That's a little artsy there. Anyway, this is from kansascity.com. The nation now knows, and the world, Kansas remains a free state. In a stunning display of common sense, Kansas voters Tuesday overwhelmingly rejected a constitutional amendment that would have put abortion policy completely in the hands of the legislature and the government, and the governor, I mean. It was a victory on several fronts. Now, of course, the state legislature and the governor would immediately make abortion illegal, right? Like, that's the thing. It's like, You know, is it up to the people, right? Is it up to the courts, or is it up to the state legislature and only the state legislature, right? They would all immediately make like all abortion, no exceptions, right? Like that's what they would do. Kansas said in a loud, unmistakable voice that women can and should be trusted with the most intimate questions of their own health and safety. It was also a victory for voters who defied predictions of low turnout and cast ballots in churches, gyms, city halls, and community centers. Many voted early. Voters were able to dissect puzzling ballot language purposely designed to confuse and intimidate. Almost all the time when they do these ballot measures, they fucking like make it weird. Or the language is like, do you think that maybe this should possibly be? And then they use like double negatives sometimes. You know what I mean? It's just fucking stupid. Christ all goddamn mighty. They rejected false nonsense from anti-abortion groups, including several ludicrous attempts to link the vote to so-called critical race theory or defunding police. A last-minute text message apparently authorized by a group run by former US Rep. Tim was quickly disregarded as a bald-faced lie. Tuesday was also a victory for Kansas. I think the text was like, you know, if you want to protect people's unborn rights, then you gotta vote or something, like if you're pro-choice or something. And it's like the pro-choice in this instance means, oh, you want the state legislature to choose for you. You know, it's like weird assling. Tuesday was also a victory for Kansans, who opposed a heavy-handed government intervention in private decisions. In 2019, the Kansas Supreme Court said a woman's right to choose abortion is inalienable. It cannot be taken away. It was the right decision. In 2022, Kansas voters overwhelmingly endorsed that view. In a normal environment, opponents of abortion rights would take no for an answer. Don't count on it. We fully expect state lawmakers to push anti-choice bills next year, particularly if a Republican is elected governor. Those laws will then be tested in court. Yes, folks, critical race theory is what's causing people to become impregnated. Like, everyone's like, you know, women across America are seeing critical race theory in their school books, and they're immediately being impregnated. They're like, oh shit, critical race theory. And then they're going out and getting gang-banged, right? Like, that's exactly what happens in the world of Republicans. Remember, the state Supreme Court has said some restrictions on abortion are still allowed. The rules must meet a tough standard, but they are legal. There will be an attempt in November to dislodge sitting Kansas Supreme Court judges. Don't fall for it. The same voters who endorsed Choice Tuesday should endorse the court as well. Now, again, the court is one of the things in this instance that's keeping abortion being legal in a lot of instances, right? So, you know, the next, like, they're just going to do anything. Most people don't even know, like, who's on their Supreme Court, their state courts. Most people don't know what a state court even is. You know, like, so, again, these are things that are really important to understand, right? So people need to educate themselves. At the same time, we should not forget that attempt by some faith leaders to inject themselves and millions of dollars into the campaign. We said faith could be an important factor in Tuesday's decision, but that no church has a right to impose its views on those who believe other ways or not at all. Now, again, this is the faith thing. This is why I say all religious people are just fucking morons. They're stupid, shit for brains, right? Like, again, if you are a person of faith, you've got like a ceiling on your IQ level, like a ceiling, like you got like a 60 IQ max. That's it. Like, you're playing on the whole world, the human experience, right? You've still not passed like the first threshold for understanding the universe, right? You're just a dumb motherfucker. And people love to go, I'm a good Christian. I go to church but yeah, what does your church do with the money you give them? What does your church do with the power you give them? So if you're going to church, you're advertising this church, you're giving them money in the little stupid fucking bucket that they pass around, right? What are they doing with that money? Well, chances are they're going to do it, like, they're going to use that money for stupid fucking garbage. And again, it's tax exempt, baby. So again, like, religious people really are just fucking stupid. They're just so fucking stupid. I hate these people of faith. Faith leaders. Fuck. We live in a burgeoning Christian fascist fucking shit fuck nation. Okay? We've had enough with this fucking faith. I'm sorry, if you're a so-called good Christian and you're more offended by an anti-theist or an atheist just saying what's objectively true than you are by Christians fucking trying to destroy this country and make entire swaths of the population second-class or third-class citizens, then I need you to go to fucking therapy. You need a fucking reality check. Oh, boo-hoo, the atheist on the internet said something that's factually true and scientifically backed up. Oh, where? I'm a good Christian, though. Gosh, morons, dude. Morons. Dumb motherfuckers. Stupid ass bitches. I'm sorry, I hate religion. And I'm not going to shut the fuck up about it, so I don't know what else to tell you. So if you're one of those people that does get triggered, or if it's like, oh, she's doing it again, you know, yeah, I am doing it again. Let's go, Bodan. I agree. I love when you mispronounce words in a comic way. I love comics. And the way. So let's talk more about really fucking insufferably stupid, dumb fuck morons. This is called media manipulation. You are being lied to by the media, and you probably don't even know it because you have a low IQ. But here I am. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to blow this whole thing open. Check this out. This is from the LA Times. LA schools drop aggressive COVID-19 rules. No more testing for all and masks stay optional. And then, like, the cover photo that they have is like, high five! Woo! Yay! The kids! Woo! As a country, we have decided we don't give a shit about kids, right? As a country, right? There's no funding for schools. The free lunch programs around the country are ending, right? Kids are being fucking fed with this. You ever look at what's in the lunch at school? Pizza, hot dogs, mac and cheese. You ever go to these schools with vending machines that nothing but soda pop? Yeah. In between third and fourth period, I'm going to go to the vending machine and get a Kit Kat bar. Woo! As a country, we've decided, fuck the kids. They're garbage. Let's kill them sooner than later. That's what we've decided. And again, it's even worse because of COVID, right? COVID affects children. It can develop long-term illness, right? I covered this study done a couple, maybe a month ago, that said that children who get COVID, right, during neurological development could have brain fog or some form of neurological issue for the rest of their life. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? And now the cover photo for this article is high-fiving. Yeah, we did it! What did we do? Did we stop COVID? Oh, no. We're going to give everyone COVID. Oh, great. Los Angeles Unified School leaders on Tuesday officially stepped back from COVID-19 safety protocols that have been among the most far-reaching in the country, choosing instead to mirror current county requirements and join most other school systems throughout the region, marking a reordering of priorities as the pandemic seeps into its third academic year. Now, I know everyone's heard these analogies by now, but I'm just going to say them again, you know. What if a county or a state said, oh, we're going to lift the speed limit. There's no speed limit anywhere. Oh, we got to get where we're going. You got to get 10 extra minutes of sleep so that you can drive way faster to work. Hope you don't get in a car crash. Where are these freedom guys? Abolish speed limits. Well, actually, having speed limits, right, makes it so your average amount of travel time is reduced. Why? Because there's less car crashes, right? So if we would have done actual COVID safety protocol, COVID would be gone by now. It would be gone. And we would be, quote, back to normal. We wouldn't have had 1 million Americans die for no reason. Right now, imagine, oh, like, I'm at a restaurant. I want to get my food now. So let's reduce the 2-minute hand washing rule. I don't want the chef being stuck in the bathroom washing their hands for 2 minutes. I want my food now. It's called fast food. They're washing it for 2 minutes? Why? Why are they washing their hands for 2 minutes? I want my food now. Right? Don't you? Right? Doesn't matter if you get sick. Who cares? I want the food now. Like, what the fuck? Right? And that's what you people that are engaging in this anti-fucking reality, faith-based, anti-science garbage are doing. That's what you're doing. You're the dumbass who doesn't wash their hands when they go back to work. You're the dumbass who violates the speed limit, goes 30 over on in a residential neighborhood. You're the dumbass who, I'm sorry, it takes too much time to put on and put off my seatbelt. That's you. You're the fucking stupid fucking idiot. There was a poll done 2 months ago now. I don't know if it's still relevant or too relevant. That said that 80-something% of Americans don't think COVID is a big deal. %80 of this country, stupid motherfuckers. Stupid motherfuckers. Oh, sorry, it's my faith. I don't believe in germs. Germs aren't mentioned in the Bible. It's my faith. Sorry. I don't wash my hands when I do my... Are you going to fire me for my faith? My faith. It's my faith. I don't wash my hands. I don't believe in germs. I don't need to. They're not in the Bible. There's no germs or viruses in the Bible. I don't need to wash my hands when I go back to work. If you fire me, this is my sincerely held religious belief. It's my faith. What this means for students and parents is a continued deferment to LA Unified School District's vaccination mandate for students and voluntary masking. And the nation, voluntary masking is useless. If you're stuck in a building for 8 fucking hours, right? A poorly ventilated hellhole with 1,000 people and 930 of them aren't wearing masks. If you wear an N95 and you're stuck there for 8 hours, you're fucked. You're fucked. An N95 will buy you a couple of hours, but certainly not 8 of protection. They don't care. Like, I need you to understand, right? As a kid, as children, we are often under the illusion that adults know what's going on. That adults are smart. Right? We're often under that illusion. But now that I am an adult, and I've been one for a while, I can very safely tell you that adults are dumber than children. They are dumber than children. Children, right, at least have a natural inclination to want to learn. Adults have the exact opposite. They don't want to learn anything, especially in this fucking stupid fucking country. And adults will kill kids. Adults will permanently disable kids if it means they get to go to the bar on Tuesday night to grab a beer with the boys. I'm gonna go to the bar and get some beer with my beer belly boys. That's right. I'm gonna get down there and grab a pint. Oh, little Jimmy's dead. They got COVID and died. They got monkeypox and died. Whatever. I'm gonna get a beer. Rip Jimmy. Beer time. Stupid motherfuckers. Stupid motherfuckers. Superintendent Alberto Carvalho insists that the district is not compromising safety and will continue to go to great lengths at considerable cost to keep schools safe. This is like the clear backpack bullshit in Texas. Right? This is like, oh yeah, no. We're going to increase safety in schools. We're going to reduce school shootings. We got clear backpacks. See, we're doing everything we can. Oh, I know that there was a school shooting. The cops didn't do anything, and 20 kids died. So I got a great idea. We're going to keep schools safe, clear backpacks. And then they wipe their hands with it. Look, we're doing it. He insists. Now, either Alberto Carvalho is a lying scumbag who belongs in jail for putting your children at risk and destroying their health for the rest of their lives, or they're a dumb fuck motherfuck, and they've got an IQ that's not even reaching the double digits. Either way, they don't deserve to be in that position where they're in charge of kids' safety. That's like putting the fucking Pope in charge of kids' safety. That's like putting fucking Bill Cosby in charge of women's safety. Like, what the fuck, motherfucker? That's like letting Jim Jones make the Kool-Aid and thinking that it's going to be drinkable. Like, are you fucking stupid? These people are verifiably on crack or some other fucking drug. They are outside of reality. They are experiencing some psychosis. They are living in another world. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, this country is fucking stupid. I'm gonna turn my air conditioner on. I'm just so sick of these fucking morons. These fucking stupid assholes. It's fucking, A licensed dietitian? Can we get them on the show? So we can debate calories? Does your niece talk about calories? If so, let's debate. Bring this motherfucker on. Let's go. High school dropout versus a licensed dietitian on calories. Let's go. All right, I want to do one more story for today. And then, Satan. That's right, folks. Hail Satan. Cooking with the Bitch live. Well, actually, it's not live. It's pre-recorded. I filmed this many weeks ago. Premieres in 21 minutes at 11:30 a.m. But enough about my other shows. Let's talk about Democrats. Democratic Representative Carolyn Maloney says she doesn't think Biden will run for re-election. Let's look at the clip. This is from RNC Research, of course, but you know, whatever.
Should President Biden run again in 2024?
Yes.
Mr. Nadler.
Too early to say. It doesn't serve the purpose of the Democratic Party to deal with that until after the midterms.
Ms. Maloney.
I don't believe he's running for re-election.
So Carolyn, this is what, again, there's like these races all across the country because of redistricting, where like reps are going off against other sitting reps in the same races, right, because of redistricting, right? So Jerry Nadler and Carolyn Maloney are both currently elected into office, and so that's why this is interesting. Now again, Carolyn Maloney is saying that out and proud, openly, saying she doesn't think Biden will. Now the question is, should Biden run for re-election? Not whether or not you think he will, but should he? And Carolyn Maloney went above and beyond to say, not only do I think he won't, or not only do I think he shouldn't, but I think he won't. Democratic Rep. Carolyn Maloney of New York said Tuesday evening she doesn't believe President Joe Biden will run for re-election in 2024, the latest Democrat to publicly cast doubt on a second Biden term. It's not even casting doubt on a second Biden term, because if he ran, he would lose. I don't believe he's running for re-election, Maloney said when he's asked when she was asked if the president should run again during a congressional primary debate in New York's 12th district. Responding to the same question, Rep. Jerry Nadler, who is running against Maloney following redistricting, said it's too early to say, and that it doesn't serve the purpose of the Democratic Party to deal with the questions until after the midterms. Maloney's other opponent, someone who doesn't matter, simply answered yes, just like a fucking robot. Democrats have privately shared concerns about Biden, who is 79 and struggling with poor approval ratings, running for a second term in the 2024 election. The president and his aides have pushed back on any idea that he won't run for a second term, and most Democrats have publicly said they will support Biden if he runs for a second term. A CNN poll out last month found 75% of Democratic and Dem-leaning voters want the party to nominate someone other than Biden. 75% of Democrats do not want Joe Biden to run. 75%. Fuck. Democratic Representative Dean Phillips of Minnesota went further than Maloney in an interview last week, stating he doesn't want Biden to run for president in 2024. I have respect for Joe Biden. I think he has, despite some mistakes and missteps, despite his age, I think he's a man of decency, a good principle, a compassion, empathy, and strength. But to answer your question directly, which I know is quite rare, no, I don't, Phillips said in an interview with Chad Hartman radio show on I think the country would be well served by a new generation of compelling, well-prepared, dynamic Democrats to step up, Phillips added. CNN's Daniela Diaz contributed to this report. Who cares? I mean, like, Who cares? Anyway, why not just put her in the author thing? Whatever. Anyway, I maintain that Bernie should run for a third term. That's my view. That's my position. If Joe Biden declines to run, Bernie said he would run. Well, he said he would think about it. But Bernie Sanders has said officially what his words are, that he would not rule out running for a third time, only if Joe Biden steps down out of the primary process. So I say, bully the fuck out of Joe Biden, make him step down, and let's go Bernie Sanders. Bernie or bust. Right? Am I right, people? Am I right? Anyway, I just want to say, like, Joe Biden running in 2024 is a death sentence for democracy. I'm one of those people, I know, that thinks that if Republicans take over any power at all, even if they win in the midterms, oh. By the way, y'all, I will be doing a midterm stream. I know, just announcing that now, right? I will be doing probably, like, I don't know, 6 hours, maybe 8, who knows, of a midterm election program. So, I'm just throwing that out there. But, I think Republicans, as soon as they control any chamber, they're going to fuck around and it's over for us. Us being people that want to live in a country that's going to be lasting in a somewhat stable fashion, that is not going to be war-torn or fall into like a Christian fucking dictatorship, right? So, I don't know. Either way, shout outs to Carolyn Maloney. I don't know much about this race. I don't know much about either her or Jerry Nadler, but based on this answer, I can say, not bad. But anyway, there you go. That's the show. Y'all, at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, in 105 minutes. 105 minutes. 60 minutes is an hour, right? Think about this. 60 minutes is an hour. But then you add an additional 45 minutes, and then you got the Doom stream. Gonna be playing Scythe. Scythe is fun. I love Scythe, so this is one of my favorites. And so check that out. But also, 15 minutes cooking with the goddamn bitch. Coming back. In fact, I'm going to link this in the chat. Cooking with the bitch. Get in. I'm going to end this stream. I would like to say thank you for watching. Again, I'm thinking about doing the merchandising thing. I've spoken to a couple people, and I want to talk to a couple more people before I make a final decision. But, if anyone has ideas or requests, maybe I should do a Google form survey. I'm gonna do a fucking Google survey. I'll post that on the show tomorrow. I'll have a survey, just so it's a little easier. I can have all the info in one place. Yeah. So I did a survey, I think, on the beginning of the year. So I'll make this an all-encompassing survey. I like one, I think surveys are cool. 2, I like to know what my viewers think. I'm very interested in the direction of my viewership and what they want me to do more of and less of. Yeah, so I'm going to do a survey. I'll post it tomorrow. I'll let it run for like maybe a week. Then I'll make a decision on the merchandise stuff and some other stuff and all that. But anyway, cooking with the bitch, 13 minutes. It's the random noises portion of the program. Alright, I have now finished the random noises portion of the program. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to go to the urination station. And I will see y'all in 12 minutes in the premiere chat. Cooking with the bitch, y'all. Get the fuck in. Get the fuck in.
And then they have cans of soup. Soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup for my family. They're so innocent. This is soup for my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup for my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people.
It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it is time for us to agree.
I am not up to the job. And I mean that sincerely. It's not like, whoa.
Oh, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
I eat extra sharp, that's what I eat.